got done reviewing Veerdas Landing, talked a lot about kind of what's happening in the Indian comic space, but we're going to be switching to our next little insertion here. We're going to talk about Rocket Gang. Now, this review is written by Tasha. This was actually her, I believe, her first review with us. And boy, did we give her quite the assignment, because let me just tell you, she did not enjoy this movie. And we're just going to let her have it, to kind of go for the throat here. Tasha, what did you think about this movie? Tell me all about it.
All right, buckle up, folks. This was not great. It wasn't a great film. So as I understand it, let's give you a little plot summary, right? It's about these 5 20-something friends who win this kind of trip to some place called Wonder Villa, and they find out that it's not exactly a free vacation. It's more like a revenge plot against them because they've somehow murdered 5 children in a bus, and the kids come back as ghosts, and they want to kind of get revenge on these people. So the whole thing is dance themed. It's about these kids. They enter a dance competition. Their name is Rocket Gang. They're really, really phenomenal dancers. I don't know where they found these kids, because I was so impressed.
Because also the director is a dance director.
Yeah, as I understand it. Yeah, he's been a choreographer for about 20 years. Maybe he should stick to choreographing. But just there were a lot of problems with the movie. I found a lot of things that were very problematic, like children dying in a bus and crying for their mom was excruciatingly sad. It just, like I mentioned before, I studied film, so I think some of that criticism kind of gets in my head a little, but boy, was it hard to sit through this thing. The acting was off, the plot didn't really make a lot of sense. It was very difficult to follow. It's pitched as family friendly, but I couldn't decide if it was actually family friendly or not, because there are a lot of things in here that were just not okay. I wouldn't want my kids to watch.
I was gonna say, what's with a lot of films recently, like making these, like, I'm not gonna say gruesome, but just like emotionally hard scenes to watch, because I know Emma and I have seen our fair share of those in some movies recently, and like there's just these scenes that like could be toned back way more and like make more sense, like just make the movie overall better. But I don't know.
At times it's like, do we have to watch it? And but between us, it's work. We have to watch it as a part of work. And sometimes we're like, do we have to? And then this a one-liner for these circumstances is thank us, because we watch it so you don't have to.
Exactly.
Watch it so you don't have to. I think that should be our new slogan. We should make t-shirts. The movie was not that great, but it was somebody's directorial debut. Like, I hope maybe he learns from the experience. The kids were phenomenal. Everyone else needs help, but maybe, as I wrote on my review, might give it a negative 5 stars.
Yeah, Tasha definitely said a hard pass for Rocket Gang. And honestly, like, after hearing that you're gonna have to watch kids, in turmoil and die, and like,
I couldn't decide if it was just stupid or sad,
Yeah. Well, how was the choreograph, at least? Because you said the kids were phenomenal dancers. What about all the other choreographed moments in this? Like was it supposed to be?
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, what was it supposed to be?
I think I'll give the dancing a lot of credit. That was pretty cool. It's centered around a dance competition. Mira, maybe you can tell me if this is an actual dance competition. I think it was Dance India Dance. Yeah, I think it's just based
on actual competition.
Yeah, but so the dancers were all great. There were several groups in there. I wish they had more screen time, to be honest with you. We didn't need quite so many slow-mo motions of things that made no sense, But the dancers should have been highlighted a lot more. Choreography was great. Plotline was terrible.
Yeah, well, we definitely hope to see lots of developments with this new director coming soon. Maybe there will be a return to choreo. We don't know.